can you just answer this question that I asked you?
Yeah. So
You said it's impossible for me to tap you. How? Can you just tell me, Ali, in your argument, just tell me how I can tap you in the head.
No,
I said it is impossible.
This is a fallacy. You're giving me a fallacy.
Okay, I'm giving you a fallacy. It's impossible.
You're
Okay.
going to accept you're giving me fallacy?
Yeah, I'm giving you a fallacy.
Okay,
It's
but the
impossible.
argument's void.
Thank you. So there we go. As you can see, guys, look.
What do you mean? You can't just say
Thank
saying
you,
is
bro.
a fallacy.
Please,
No.
please, bro. Please, bro.
It's not up to me to...
Bro, sorry, black belts here. White belts. No, 1 second, bro. Suboor, no. Don't do injustice.
I'm standing.
No,
I'm debating.
I'm white belt.
Talk to him.
Big Ali though.
Okay, listen. I'm a nobody.
You can't be running
I'm Ali needs Dawah.
I'm an observer.
I need Dawah.
No. Ali,
Suboor. I'm here.
here.
Bro, when your teacher walks in the building,
No, I'm debating a student right now.
Okay, I'm a student. Look, I'm a mini student.
I'm a student as well.
Here's my argument.
carry on.
Here's my argument. My argument was the following, yeah? I said to him that in order for me to tap him on the shoulder, yeah? Okay, if I had infinite amount of people behind me, would I ever get to tap him on the shoulder?
It's not an argument. It's a statement.
It's true. What you're saying is true.
Let's just say it's true. What's the argument?
The argument is an infinite regress is a fallacy.
How?
Because of the example you
Come here,
gave.
please. cuz.
Because of the
So now
example you gave.
now I'm debating him, I'm not debating him. So you run away.
Oh, no.
I ran away. I conceded.
No, you didn't run away.
You're too good. I can't handle you.
No,
too much.
No, he made a valid point. Okay, no, wait a second. I'm going to argue his point. What he said was valid.
Okay. So first of all, just very quickly, don't do it easily because that's the better than the proof fallacy. I'm not saying anything about being possible or impossible. You're saying actual infinites are impossible. That's what you're saying.
No, that I'm just going to carry on from the words he
Yes,
used.
but an infinite regression is an actual infinite. Yes or no?
No.
Wait, an infinite regression is an
Wait.
actual infinite?
Let me repeat. I'm not interested in diverting the discussion. What he said.
I understand.
No, wait one
But it's
second.
two problems.
One thing. What he said, I agree with.
Okay, so what he said is that an infinite regression of causal events is going to be impossible.
Yeah.
So it means it can never occur in reality.
Yeah.
Not in our reality, just in reality as such, okay? An infinite regression is an actual infinite.
What do you mean?
So it's gonna
Do you mean from a?
Let's take like a mathematical. Let's take like a mathematical.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah?
Sure. As an assumption, yeah.
Yeah, but then that means that if he's going to say, for example, that infinite regressions are impossible, well then that's going to tell actual infinites are impossible also. That's just going to be a necessary entanglement.
I think you're confusing
I'm
yourself,
not
my friend.
confused.
Let me.
Infinite regression
No, I
is
think.
an actual
Look, I
infinite.
think you just confused yourself. Let me just explain something. What he just said right now, we're not talking about philosophically or axiomatically or pragmatically. We're saying, right now in the real world, is it possible for that to happen? Yes or no?
Yeah, so when we
No,
talk
answer
about
the question. Yes or no?
So when we talk about
Wait,
possibility,
say yes, it's
yes,
possible.
Yes, it is. When we talk about possibility.
Okay, let's
Hold on,
carry
hold
on.
on, hold on.
I said
When
in
we
the
talk
real
about-
world.
Yes, in the real world.
It's
In
possible.
the real world, we deal with modality and you're gonna presuppose a particular type of modal. So a particular type of modality. What type? Well, like there's gonna be different axioms that you're gonna use when we talk about what is and what is not possible. So you guys here are gonna sit here and you're going to presuppose a type of modality. What kind of modality are you using?
I'm actually really confused about
So
what you're talking about.
modality.
I feel your pain.
Modality is simple.
I feel your pain.
Modality is simple. Modality is simple. It's just going to be what we mean when we say what is and what is not possible. So I'm going to take it that, for example, you affirm that anything that's contingent can fail to exist, right? So necessarily, it's impossible for something that's contingent to always exist.
Okay,
that's going to be a type of modality.
Let me just.
So when you say in the real world,
Sorry, my
that's
friend.
just sophistry.
Let me just step
You need to
back.
get very simple.
All
You need
it
to get very
is, look,
specific.
I
What we're
didn't.
talking about.
I just heard Ali say a statement to you, and I just happened to stand
Infinite
here,
regressions
and then he
are
chucked me in here.
See,
But
you just said you agreed.
no.
He didn't say nothing.
All I'm saying is you haven't answered his question, and I've just restated his question. Do you think it's possible for the person tapping on the shoulder going back infinite? Do you think it's possible? Yes or no? That's irrelevant.
It's completely irrelevant.
That's irrelevant.
completely irrelevant.
Okay, tell me this.
Because if
Tell
he
me this.
came and
Wait.
he
Tell me
came-
this. Okay.
the argument he's giving-
Okay. I'm just gonna make a statement. I'm just gonna make a pure assumption. You have no idea how to even define a burden-proof fallacy.
Of course.
Okay, fine. If I make a claim, does that mean the burden's on me?
Of course it is.
Okay, here's I'm going to show you wrong. The world is real. Is the claim on me?
Yeah, of course it is.
No, it's not, because that's axiomatically true.
It's not axiomatic.
The world is real. Do you believe the world is unreal?
No, I don't believe the word is unreal.
Okay.
That's not an axiom.
Okay.
What do you
So
think
if I make the claim the world is real, Is the burden of proof on me to prove the world is real?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
how do I? Wait,
Because
wait,
you're
one second,
denying things like
one
solipsism.
second, one second, one
You're denying
second.
things like
That's not true.
Yes, it
That's
is
not true.
true.
That's not true.
Solipsism is
That's not
precisely
true. That's
the
not
view
true.
that the only
Now,
thing that exists is
now
denied.
I'm
What are you
gonna
talking
now I'm
about?
gonna let you speak.
What are you
Prove
talking
to me the world is real.
No, that's the burden of proof fallacy.
No, no, no.
Yes, it is.
Prove to me
You
the
know
world
what
is
you're
real.
talking about. No.
How
stop.
do you prove the
If
world
you
is
say
real?
the world is real, you're just taking that as an axiom of your system. That's another thing you
Wait,
presuppose.
hang on.
What are you talking about?
I made an assumption that you had no idea how
So
the
you
burden of proof
presuppose-
fallacy works.
You presuppose something.
And the way I showed it
Yeah.
is by me making a claim
presupposition.
and you saying, because I made a claim, now the burden of proof is on me. And that means you simply don't understand how the burden of proof fallacy
of course I
works.
do. If you make any statement
Because,
about
let
the
me
nature
complete
of
my
reality,
sentence,
the
because
burden
it
of
is
proof is-
impossible to show the world is real.
Okay, that's another claim. Like you,
Okay, prove me wrong.
Show me that.
Prove me
No,
wrong.
no, you prove,
Prove me wrong.
You can't. So what? You can
Because
make claims and just
wait,
not-
wait,
and
wait,
not have
wait,
no
wait,
proof
wait,
for
wait.
it.
It is
Okay, God
impossible
real. Okay,
philosophically.
It's impossible
Okay, wait.
philosophically for God to exist.
That's a claim.
But
Exactly.
Prove me
No,
wrong.
no, no.
Prove me wrong.
Excuse me.
Prove me
You
wrong.
have no idea what you're talking about. I
do.
don't know what you're grinning about.
you should just watch.
Wait a second. Wait a second, my friend. Look, when I'm talking to you and I have a spectator joining in who has no idea what they're talking about, I'm just. Wait.
I know him personally.
Who cares? Who cares? I'm having a conversation with my man.
I know him personally.
Bro, listen. You're laughing. You have no idea what you're laughing about.
You're wrong, though.
Okay, wait a second. Listen.
no, no.
Listen. Wait a second. One second, my friend. One second, my friend. I'm going to speak to you, but let me just deal with the heckler.
Let's just turn to the crowd first. One second.
What is the burden of proof fallacy?
When you make a claim, it just forces you to prove
Bruv,
that
you
claim.
now don't know what you're talking about. Let me just ask you, what is the burden of proof fallacy?
Once again, when you make a claim, the burden falls to you to prove that claim.
For every single claim.
Most
For everything, yeah.
Wait a minute, he just contradicted you. He said mostly.
Okay, whatever.
Hey, there we go. Do you believe in what he said or do you disagree with him? Huh?
I disagree.
You disagree. So your mate here who you were trying to defend, he disagrees with you.
Okay, that's fine.
And do you know what that shows you? Do you know what that shows you? Do you know what's funny about
What does
this?
that show? What does that show?
It shows he agrees with me.
No, it doesn't.
Because he said mostly. He said mostly. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
We're not winning.
You're supposed to be helping him.
Wait. Okay, that's fine.
Why are you getting
We're not
nervous
winning
for?
points.
Look at your face.
We're not winning.
You're getting
points.
all nervous.
flushed and autistic guy. Good for you.
What it is right now.
Forget it.
Wait a second.
We're not
Wait a
winning
second.
points.
Wait a second. Wait a
Let's go back to
second.
the contingency.
Wait a
We're not
second.
winning-
I just want everyone to realize what's going on.
Don't talk to the crowd.
Burden of why not?
What's going on?
Okay, what's going on? Okay.
What's going on?
So my friend Ali, what's basically going on? Come on. He's asked me. He's another
I want to know
spectator.
what's going on.
Okay.
I'm part of the crowd now. I'll
Sorry,
talk.
brother. So this spectator who I don't know is asking me the question.
The teacher doesn't know.
He's asking me the question. What's going on? What's going on is this. I was trying to make a point that the burden of proof fallacy is misunderstood by this gentleman.
misunderstood.
And the reason why it's misunderstood is because he believes all claims that are being uttered by myself have to have a burden of proof because I made the claim. That's what you believe. When I asked him that, he said mostly. So they disagree. Now I believe in what he said, which is it's mostly true, but it's not always true. Meaning the statement all burden of proof is required for every claim is sufficiently false. It's not actually true.
Thank you.
Okay, that's got nothing to do with my argument.
Of course it does.
No, it doesn't.
Of course it does.
It's about to do what he believes. We just have different beliefs about the burden of proof entails. Look, let's just
No,
say,
no, you don't.
Yes, of course you do. Okay, let's just say, for example, just to further discussion.
Can I put it in other words? Can I put it in other words?
No.
Because you don't understand what
No,
I'm
no,
saying.
I don't look. I'm saying just to further discussion. Let's just say I accept your definition of burden of proof. In this particular instance, how is
What
it?
was I didn't give a definition of burden of proof.
You said you agreed with what you said.
No.
That is what
You
you're
just
saying.
said you agreed.
No, no,
with
no.
what you said.
Wait, 1 second.
You just said
One
you
second,
agreed with what you said.
one second.
You said he agrees with you.
Wait, 1 second. There's a difference between the definition of burden of proof and what counts as some claim which requires burden of proof.
Yeah, how is that? What's the distinction?
Okay, the distinction is this. One is a definition. Here is how I define a burden of proof. And here's another thing, which is all claims require burden of proof if they're being made by someone, which is something he disagrees with and I disagree with. These are two different things. I never said what is my definition of a burden of proof. And shall I tell you something? I'm going to make a statement and it'll actually facilitate this discussion much easier. All claims being made by a person don't need a burden of proof.
What's the argument for that?
Huh?
What's the argument for that?
Okay, I don't even need an argument for
You
that.
don't need an argument?
No.
So you just believe
Because,
things
because,
are
no, because,
So you believe things
wait,
are
wait,
reason.
because, no, wait
Let's
one
go
second.
back. Look, we're doing things.
Let me
that are-
explain. Let me
No, no,
explain.
no,
Let me
look,
explain.
This is
Let
just
me,
like.
no, my friend.
It's just like
My
what we're
friend.
doing.
There's a really powerful trail of thought if you carry on with me. You will
gonna
learn.
get to the
You'll
argument.
get a free
I'm gonna get to the
philosophy
argument.
lesson. Okay. Now, if I make a claim, do I need to justify? Yes or no? No. All claims don't need to be justified. Some claims need to be
All
justified.
claims are going to negate another view. Do you not agree?
Not
If you say-
necessarily.
Okay, you wait. Hold on. You just
Roses are roses. What does that negate?
I was going to negate that roses are not roses.
What do you mean?
So let's say, for example, if someone held the position that roses were not roses, you're going to name that. You're going to
No, but that doesn't make any sense. You're saying
You're saying
I'm saying.
you're saying it's
One
analytically
second. One
true.
second. One second.
Wait, hold on. You're saying it's analytically true that a rose is a rose. I'm not going to
No,
deny
no,
that.
no.
Me and you agree to that.
I
But there are gonna be
said,
some
my
people that are
friend,
gonna
here's what you've
there are
done.
going to be some people that are
Here's what
going
you've
to deny
done.
the law of identity.
To show I'm wrong, you've come up with a contradiction.
Look, I'm
So
saying.
you,
I'm saying.
my
look,
friend, you're going to get free philosophy lessons.
I know
Please,
what
one
you're
second.
talking about.
We're
I'm
learning.
saying-
Just one second.
You are too. You are
One second. I said roses are roses. You said I can negate it through a statement. And what was your statement?
No, I said, let's say, look, roses are roses is going to be analytically necessary. Right?
Okay, no.
Let's-
Stop.
What do you mean
Stop. I said
In the
roses are
definition of
roses.
rose,
You said that can be
this is not even-
negated,
we're not even talking
and you
about
you
that.
negated it by saying roses cannot be roses.
No.
What did you say? What did you say?
Don't get confused. I'm simply saying.
No, one second.
No.
You ju-
I'm saying if someone said roses
My
are
friend.
not roses or whatever.
Yeah,
let's
roses
just
are not
say-
roses.
let's just say
Now,
they deny
if
the law of
somebody
identity.
says roses are not roses, that's a contradiction.
That's completely.
And from a
Me
contradiction,
and you
one
agree.
second,
Me and you
one second. I'm
agree.
going to give you a
We don't
free nugget here.
We don't disagree.
From a contradiction, anything follows.
Yeah. Okay. Guess what?
Do you know that?
I'm not disagreeing with you. We don't disagree.
So why?
We're talking about
One
things we both
second.
agree on. We both agree
Why
on
did
things.
you use to negate
We
my
both agree on
point?
these
Why
things.
did you make a point that was incoherent?
Wait, hold on. Do you believe that there are people that deny the law of identity?
There may be, but they're wrong.
Of course they are. I mean, you both agree on that. I'm saying that claim that roses are roses is going to be a negation of their position. Yes or no?
No.
It's not going to be a negation of their position. How is that not true? Okay, you don't know. What
No.
the law of identity is.
Let me.
You're just confused about the law of identity.
No. Let me just break down something. Step by step. Roses are roses is a statement I made.
But that's necessarily true, right?
Alex, come in here. If we have another philosophy guy
You don't
here,
agree with me.
he's not going to agree with you. Definitely not going to agree with
He's
you.
definitely going to agree with
Yeah,
me.
Hello, Ali.
Alex looking sharp, man.
I very much doubt he's going to agree with you. Alex,
agreeing
come.
with me before.
Alex,
He's
come.
gonna agree with me now.
Okay.
I'm on this side now.
Okay, Alex. Look, I don't have any truck with this guy. He's a friend, but he's not like I paid him to agree with me. Our friend here believes every single claim needs justification, right? And I'm going to make the claim not every single thing requires justification, and here's my reasoning for it. If everything required justification, we would have an infinite regress of no one knowing anything. So I follow Aristotle's school of thought of foundationalism, that all knowledge goes back to some foundational things which are axiomatic.
Okay.
Am I wrong in this?
No.
That's good. Yeah. Well, let's say I follow the school of thought.
But Ajay agrees with me.
Okay. Let's say. Wait. Hold on. Let's say I follow the. Let's say I follow the school of
What's
thought of coherentism.
We're talking about the ontological
Wait,
argument.
he's talking about, first of all, Ali Dawah was talking about the contingency argument.
Okay.
And he made a particular claim
Okay.
about infinite regression.
Okay.
I said, well, infinite regression is going to entail an actual infinite, right? But he's not going to deny an actual infinite, because heaven's an actual infinite.
Yeah.
So he cannot say, oh, well, infinite regressions are impossible because they entail actual
We're getting distracted. We're getting. One second. We're getting distracted from an important point.
I know.
The important point is
important point-
every claim doesn't require justification. That's what you believe.
Yeah, wait, because you're a foundationalist.
No. If I'm a foundationalist, what's incoherent about my view?
No, there's nothing okay about your view, but on let's say, for example, a coherentist, they'll take a different position.
Who cares?
Who cares? That's gonna be a negation to their position.
No, my belief.
Yeah.
Okay, now tell me
So we're
this.
just talking about beliefs.
No.
So we're talking about infinity.
Let's
okay,
forget
okay,
this
look.
conversation. We're not talking about anything
Just-
important. We're not talking about anything
You give
important.
your honest perspective. If you disagree with me, you disagree with him. Here's the point I'm making. He made a point which I totally disagree with. He made a point. Everything requires justification. Every claim requires
Any
justification.
positive ontological claim requires a
You're adding some new words in there, which weren't there, which words weren't there.
That's exactly
Now,
what I'm saying.
here's the point. Here's the point.
That's what I said. That's what I mean.
Okay.
Every statement
Okay. So let me complete my
what I
statement.
mean.
So I believe My belief that every claim does not require justification, the foundational school, as espoused by Aristotle, that I believe is coherent, and I am subscribing to that perspective. Why am I wrong?
You don't question anything.
Oh, you're not wrong on the foundation.
Okay.
No, that's the thing. It's two different philosophical schools.
That's the whole point of trying to get to. You're not
But
talking
I
about
would say
anything,
that
just like,
the problem with the contingency argument is that it
No,
doesn't.
no, no. This is more about infinite regress.
Yes, yeah.
So he was saying that, for
No, no, that's
example,
not what I
we cannot have an infinite regress. So if I said, for example, if I want to tap him on the shoulder,
No, of course.
and I said to him, there are infinite amount of people behind me. Would I ever get to tap him on the shoulder? He said, it's possible. Yes, you can. And I said to him, how? And he was saying, all this time.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's
So he's
infinity.
saying-
The thing is, infinity is not proven in our lifetime, so we cannot assert it.
I'm taking infinity as purely mathematical.
So is it,
Yes,
is it
it's
possible?
true, it's proven,
No,
yeah,
no, no.
but
Is it
the-
possible?
The problem is
Okay,
when we delve into
let me
human
ask,
logic.
let me just ask you one question. Look, you've been asking the questions. I have a question
I
to
haven't
ask
actually
now.
answered any proper questions that I haven't
No,
answered.
you did.
No.
Look, I just have a very simple question.
I wanted to talk about something else.
If there's an infinite number of marbles and I take away 3 marbles, how many marbles are there?
Oh, an infinite number of marbles.
Okay. So an infinite number minus 3, you're saying the answer is
See,
infinite.
you have to assume a certain axiom.
So, first of all,
Do you see the problem
No,
there?
there actually isn't.
You see no problem
there
there?
actually isn't a problem.
Taking away from infinite is not a
Hold
problem.
on, no, because
I'm leaving the
you can leave. That's completely fine. So if you understand, it's a particular idea of set theory, where we have to make a distinction between the cardinality of a set and then like the set itself. Now the cardinality of the set is not the set itself. So it's actually an equivocation when you say, oh, I'm going to take 3 marbles of the set, which is the cardinality, and the set itself. Those 2 things are not the same. So it's perfectly coherent. There's no problem with it. You can really look this up. You can look up all the...
Yeah, mathematically, there's no problem.
There's no
Look,
problem.
look.
So
But
wait,
there's an
wait,
assumption.
wait,
Do you
there's
remember?
no
Do you remember what I said to
I
you?
hope you know there's no problem.
Do you remember what? Do you remember what I said to you before? We're not talking about something axiomatic or some assumption in maths. We are talking about in reality.
In reality.
In reality, can there be an infinite regress of causes?
Okay.
Yes or no?
I mean, I don't say a contradiction. So right now, I'm gonna say.
I believe no.
Okay, so what's the
I
argument?
believe no.
What's the argument?
The argument Ali Dawah gave before.
No, the
You know,
thing
you know, he gave
An
I think
infinite
the-
regress of
wait,
causes
wait,
is
wait,
impossible.
Wait.
An
That's
infinite
not an
regress.
argument. That's a claim.
No, that's an argument.
That's a claim.
No, the argument that he gave
No, he
you
didn't
was
give-
based
see,
upon
you
tapping
wasn't-
of the
you
shoulder.
wasn't here, you wasn't
I
here.
listened to it.
No, he didn't give an argument.
That was an argument.
He said, if I were to go to you and tap you on the shoulder, would I ever do it if there's an infinite
That's a
set?
thought experiment.
You know what? Yeah, that's not an argument.
Why is
That's
that not an
a
argument?
claim. He's just making a statement. What's
No,
the-
he's giving you
He's
a
giving
rational
you claim.
argument.
No, that's not an argument. Where are the premises? I just want to know the
Wait a minute. Are you saying an argument needs to have premises? An argument can be one simple line.
Oh, of course, it can be one premise and then a conclusion.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't even sometimes need to be a premise and a conclusion. It could
It
simply.
could just be a conclusion?
You could simply.
An argument
you
is just a
could-
conclusion?
you could
An argument
simply.
is just a conclusion?
You could simply make a claim which is going to be self-verifying.
Self-evident, I would say.
Pretty much self-evident. Yeah.
If you say, for example, like,
Okay.
I'm not going to disagree.
Okay. How about this? Let me make a new claim. Let me make a new claim. Infinite regress of causes are impossible in the real world.
Okay. First of all,
Do you disagree with me?
well, what's the argument?
No, I am. Firstly, if you're saying,
I'm not convinced.
Okay,
What's the argument?
okay. 1 second.
I'm not convinced. What's the
Okay.
argument?
Firstly, don't say you're not convinced or not. Say yes or no.
I'm not convinced. I don't know. I'm not convinced.
Okay, you're not. Okay, you don't know. Okay. So if I was to say,
You give me.
I think on the
wait, wait.
I think the problem here is
as to
a
why
distinction.
my friend, let me
You're
tell
going off a
you,
particular sense of
my
modality.
friend, let me,
Look, we have to get to the
no,
arguments.
my friend, okay,
you're gonna
listen
see
to me,
things like PSR,
listen to me.
you're gonna see
Do
things
you
like
think
modal
examples are not
No,
arguments?
I don't think. No, not
Do
necessarily.
you think every single argument
You can give me
needs
a thought
premise,
experiment.
conclusion?
No, you can give me a thought experiment. I'm not going to deny you can give me a thought
Okay, so
experiment.
okay,
But
1 second.
look, please,
Is a thought experiment evidence for you?
thought experiment can be evidence. Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to give you.
Okay, look.
So can I continue my thought experiment?
Go ahead.
Okay. So I want to catch the London double-decker bus. I want to, give them £1.
Right, or even infinite things is going to require, let's just say, a necessary
First cause.
thing.
First cause.
So-
If I was to take the bus.
Wait, that's your claim, right? So then, let's
No, it's not a claim. I just gave you a thought experiment, which is evidence. Which is evidence.
That's going to presuppose that particular thing. I'm saying simply this. To me, that's going to be any different from a contradiction. You're saying that for any set chain of contingent things, it's just going to require a necessary clause, a necessary first, like a first necessary first.
Okay, I'm not I'm not.
But you don't disagree with
So,
me. You don't
no,
disagree.
I'm not. Sorry,
You don't
I do disagree with you, but I'm not disagreeing with you right now. I'm asking for clarity. Are you saying I can catch the bus?
No.
Wait.
Forget
I'm
that.
asking a question.
No, I think it's a distinction between theory and practice.
Look, I'm
That's
asking.
the-
I'm talking about reality practice.
Yeah.
Can I catch the bus if there's an infinite regress of people that I have to ask for £1? Yes or no?
I'm simply saying, in my view.
But you're not answering my question.
Okay, I was for the sake of my answer, yes. Okay. The reason why I'll say
okay,
this,
fine.
the
How?
reason why I'll say
How?
this is because I don't see a contradiction in that set chain of contingent things. Now, the reason why I would say no is if it could be shown to me how that would be impossible. Because anything impossible entails a contradiction. That's what I think we both agree on. I'm saying if that set of events was impossible, and you're saying it is impossible, then you should be able to provide to me a contradiction. Now, either you're going to say, oh look, any chain of contingent things is just going to have a necessary first cause, which is going to be begging the question. That's a very like position that you hold, which I don't hold that, right? Or you're going to be saying to me something like,
Why would the first cause be begging the question?
oh, because that's a very claim. Your very claim is that the reason why a God exists is the whole contingency argument is to prove that there are contingent.
Okay,
things,
so
and contingent
firstly,
things
can
cannot-
you define what you mean by begging the question?
Oh, begging the question is assuming the conclusion in the premise.
Okay, fine. That's good. So how am I assuming the conclusion in my premise?
Yeah, because if you're saying that the premise is that no set cause of contingent things cannot exist without a first cause, that is begging the question. Because your very conclusion is that all set contingent things that exist, it has a first cause for it. That's begging the question. Open it. It's clear cut.
How? Okay,
It's clear cut.
okay.
There's
Oh,
no
wait,
getting away with it. It's clear cut.
Okay. Wait a second. You
need to show me the contradiction.
look, my friend. Here's what I'm really confused about. You're really confident, but you're really deluded.
Well, look, tell
Okay,
me how.
wait,
Tell
no,
me how.
I'll explain to you how.
I've spoken to this
No,
guy,
no.
loads of people. You all say
My
the same
friend,
thing.
my
You
friend,
all
I
say
didn't
that.
interrupt you when you were espousing your views. Let me espouse mine. Here's why you are super confident, super deluded. You're saying I can catch the bus, yes, despite the fact there's an infinite regress of causes going back ad infinitum. That does not make any sense.
Okay, so you're going to now have to tell me what. So now we're talking about modality. We're saying it's going to be necessarily impossible, right? That given that there is a fact about reality where someone is going to ask everyone else for £1 such that they can catch the bus, is going to be necessarily impossible. Okay, that's what you're telling me, right?
I'm saying it
Wait,
make.
wait.
Yes,
You're
yes.
saying it's necessarily impossible.
I wouldn't use those words.
That is what's going to be
No.
entailed.
I wouldn't
don't
use
care
those
if you
words.
use the words.
No.
That's what's entailed.
Because no. Shall I tell you why?
Because
Because
you're-
no.
'cause you're espousing
No.
to me a particular type of modality.
No.
And I'm gonna ask you what kind of modality
Look, my
you're
friend.
using.
My friend. What's happening is.
So look, all it
I
seems
don't
to
want
be
to
is
tie
you're
myself to
gonna be
certain words that you're using
Okay.
because I'll have to get you to define
Okay,
what
no,
they
no,
mean.
okay. Is
So
it-
rather
okay, okay.
rather
I'll
than
make it-
that,
I'll make it very
rather
simple.
than that,
I'll
rather
make
than
it
that,
very simple.
rather
I'll make
than
it very
that.
simple. Is there a possible
What-
world in which?
wait.
Is there a possible world in which an infinite regress of contingent causal
Okay,
things can
Okay.
remember any possible world
Yeah.
ever reach its end?
Okay.
Is there a possible
Okay.
world?
Now I get what you see. Now I get
Talking about modality.
Now I get what you've
Talking
done.
about modality.
You've simply changed my example.
I haven't changed your example.
You have.
saying
Because
it's
no.
metaphysically
Wait,
impossible.
wait, one
That's what
second,
you're
one
saying.
second, one second.
Oh, you're running away.
Here's why you changed my example. I said in this world, this. You said, is there any possible world in which that could happen?
Wait, are you saying,
changed my
wait,
example.
Are you saying just in this world?
I'm asking about this world.
Oh, so first of all, like I'm a metaphysical realist. So I don't think that there are some things that can occur in this world that cannot occur in another one. Like for example, in every world that exists, the law of contradiction obtains. It's never going to be true in any other possible world that 1 + 1 = anything other than 2.
Right.
So that's the kind of modality that I'm going to use.
Right.
Now you're going to espouse to me a different type of modality. It seems to me that you're saying something akin to like some like metaphysical relativism. You think that there can be things that can be actual in this world, metaphysically speaking, that cannot be actual in another world.
No, that's what you're saying.
No, that's what
No,
you're
that's what
saying.
you're saying.
That's what you're saying.
Okay,
I'm
so
saying
let-
metaphysically
my
in all
friend, my
worlds,
friend.
what's going to be true in this world is going to be true in every other world. You're telling me something
No,
different.
let's
What's your argument
keep
for
it
that?
simple. Let's keep it
Oh,
simple.
you're gonna-
Let's
Go
keep
ahead.
it simple.
Go ahead.
I can catch that bus
In this world.
in this world,
Yeah.
even if there's an infinite regress of causes according to you.
Yeah, because I don't see a contradiction.
Okay.
So
That's
unless
fine.
you wanna remember,
From a contradiction, anything follows.
No.
From a contradiction, anything
I never
follows.
said it is a contradiction. I said I don't see a contradiction.
You don't see that there is
So look,
something
for
missing.
example, I don't see. No. But I mean, if you want to say that, I don't see a contradiction.
What?
for example.
Okay.
Look, I don't
Okay.
see a
So
contradiction. for example.
I can catch the bus even if there's an infinite regress of causes
Look,
going back,
look, is
according
it-
to
no,
you.
Hold on. Is it possible, for example?
You're not answering the question
no,
again.
I'm going to make it very simple. Is there a contradiction?
I'm the one keeping
is
it
there-
simple,
no,
actually.
Is there a contradiction, for example, in saying that we can start from the number one, and the number one can go up to number two and number three ad infinitum? Is there ever a point where any of the natural numbers don't, like, there isn't a number that is like quantitative?
That's a disanalogy.
It's not a disanalogy.
That's a total
The
disanalogy.
reason I'm talking about contradiction.
That's a
is
total
not
disanalogy.
I'm talking.
How is that relevant here?
I'm talking about me not seeing.
Wait, one second. You're talking about counting numbers ad infinitum.
Wait.
I'm talking about infinite regress of causes.
First of all,
This is chalk and
wait.
cheese.
No. First of all, both of those are instances of actual infinites. I hope you know that, right?
No, I would say in this case, no.
No.
I would
You
say
may
in
be
this
talking-
case, wait one
content
second.
may be different.
You asked me the question and you want to answer it for
So
me?
they're not. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. In this case, I'm saying there is not an infinite regress of causes going back.
So there's a contradiction. What's the contradiction?
I didn't say there's a contradiction.
If you
I
said
said
there
there
is
is.
not-
Wait,
Okay,
one
wait, you're saying
second,
it's finite?
one second.
You're saying it's
I'm saying there has to be a cause which allowed that to take place.
Oh, I'm not denying that there has to be a cause. But that's not your position.
That is my position.
No, because we're talking about look, you are talking.
That is my position.
Ali Dawah.
Wait a
Ali Dawah
minute.
came and messed up
The
whole
whole
thing.
reason
Ali
we're
Dawah
having
messed
this
up the whole thing.
discussion.
We're talking about a contingency
Wait.
argument, right?
Let's cut to the chase. Let's cut to the chase. We're talking about God. We're talking about God. We're talking about God. We are talking about God.
You're talking about causal
We're
finitism.
talking about God.
You're talking about causal finitism.
Look,
You're talking about
the first cause argument for God
denies
is
causal finitism.
look
That's what
in
it
this
does.
world,
No.
real in this world,
Metaphysically-
in this world,
Metaphysically.
in this world,
Not in this
in this world.
In all worlds.
no, in this world. The reason why I'm saying
But then you're a metaphysical relativist.
no,
What's the
I'm not a
argument?
metaphysical
You obviously are,
relativist.
but you don't-
But the
what do
but
you
the
know?
reason I don't want to get into that is because
Then you're not talking-
oh, look, you know this and I know this. Even today, we have certain things which in front of our eyes seems to be contradicting laws of logic. Things like in quantum mechanics.
Tell me something quantum mechanics that
Certain interpretations, many world interpretations, Copernican
many mode interpretations.
of the observer bias, things acting differently.
You seem to be confused about. I don't want to have a quantum mechanical conversation with you, but nothing in quantum mechanics ever contradicts any of the logical, any of the three.
According to some, they believe it does.
Yeah, but they're just like who? Sorry.
That's the definition of metaphysics.
What are you talking?
It's not logical.
No,
You don't know what you're
no.
talking about.
That's fact.
That's not. You don't know.
And
Discussion about causal finitism.
No, wait one second.
We're not talking about God here.
I'm trying
We're
to
talking
do a
about
bird's.
causal finitism.
Okay, look, I'm trying to do a bird's eye view.
Look, I know we're talking about the contingency.
Okay.
Argument, which is a proof for God.
Okay, yes,
I agree.
yes.
But the main, one of the premises is that infinite regressions are impossible. Now that's going to deny causal finitism. You now need to provide an argument.
No, I gave a thought experiment.
And guess what? I told you that thought experiment does not work.
No.
Does not show that your position
No.
is correct because causal finitism has not been disproved. It's not a
Okay,
contradiction.
let's slow down.
saying that there can be
Let's
an infinite set of
slow down.
facts.
Is a thought experiment evidence for you?
Let's just say yes. Yes, it is.
That's not an answer.
Yes, it
If
is.
you say
Yeah,
let's
yes,
say
it
yes,
is. Yes, it is.
yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
So if I provide to you a thought experiment in which I cannot catch something unless there is a cause,
You didn't show that.
I gave you a thought
You
experiment.
told me, would I ever catch the bus if I had to do X, 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 Y, Y, Y?
And you never answered the
I
question.
said- I did
You
answer
never
the
answered the question, by the way.
I said yes.
Okay, yes. What do you mean? Yes, it can go back forever? How?
Oh, there's no
Now you made the claim, and you said every claim needs justification. Go ahead and give me evidence.
There's no contradiction.
No, give me evidence.
There's no contradiction.
Give me evidence for that.
There's no contradiction.
Give me evidence.
Yeah.
No.
So guess what?
Don't
Guess
say
what?
there's no contradiction
Guess
because
what?
now what I'm going to do,
Yeah.
I'm going to change my standard for your standard. Your standard was every claim requires justification. So you're the one that made a claim that this is possible. How?
Okay, so under my interpretation of modality,
I don't care about your interpretation.
well, I don't care about
Give
your
me
interpretation.
evidence.
You just came with
Give me
foundationalism. I don't care
evidence.
about your interpretation.
Give me evidence.
Your foundation is on justification.
No,
I don't care about that.
What's wrong with foundationalism?
Oh, I don't care about it.
No.
You see, I just said when you give me
No,
sense.
no.
Look,
All I'm doing now,
No.
my friend,
I'm a fan of
I'm
the
taking
philosophical
your
position.
standard and
Yeah.
applying it to you.
Yes.
Your standard has to be applied to yourself
on
now.
my interpretation
Show me
of
how
morality.
it's possible for me to catch a bus if there's an infinite regress of causes going back.
So
Over to you.
So in modal logic, there's a particular axiom called the S5 axiom, which literally just says, if it is possible, right, that X, then it is necessary that. Then it's necessary that X. So let's say, for example, X is necessary, right? We know what that means. It's not. It can never fail to exist. Now, under my interpretation of modal logic, if it's possible that X, which X is that it's necessary, well then it's necessary that X. Well, it's perfectly possible, in my view, that causal finitism is true. Therefore, it's necessary. Which means there's no contradiction. Prove me I'm wrong.
You didn't actually answer my question.
I did actually answer your question.
No, you didn't.
I gave you the S5
What was my
modal
question?
logic axiom.
No.
You said give me justification.
You know what you did?
What did I do? What did I
All
do?
you simply did is you espoused what your view is in modal logic.
So yeah, that's the justification.
But my
so
friend,
logic
my
isn't a
friend, my friend,
justification?
my
Logic
friend.
isn't a
No.
justification?
You didn't complete
you're
the
not
circle.
talking to me.
You didn't complete the circle.
We're talking German and
No,
French.
we're not. We're
talking-
speaking English and
We're
English.
speaking alien language.
What's basically going on now? I'm going to keep silent. Continue your justification.
Yeah. So do you deny or affirm the S5 model?
No. I'm waiting for you to complete your justification for the claim that you made that yes, I can take that bus even if there's an infinite regress. Carry on.
So remember, I'm simply saying that there is in modal logic, what is going to be possible if and only if it doesn't contradict something in the very nature of reality. Okay? For example, I don't think, like Moses splitting the sea is impossible. That's perfectly metaphysically possible. Nothing within the actual logical laws of reality says anything about how Moses cannot split the sea. Jesus walking on water. That's not impossible. That's perfectly possible because there is no contradiction for that to occur. So I if there was evidence given to me, I would believe that. I don't care. Look, it's perfectly possible. Now I'm going to hold that position. It's going to be the S5 modal logic position, right? It's an axiom in the modal logic that given that something does not entail a contradiction, it is therefore possible. That's my position. Now, if you're saying that the S5 axiom is false, go and deny S5 modal logic. Go ahead. That's my justification.
Wait, modal logic you're using to justify the fact that I can take the bus despite an infinite regress of causes.
So remember, in modal logic,
Do you feel you've answered the question sufficiently?
So I'll make it very simple
I don't
again.
think you have.
Okay,
What
so
you've done now is
let me make
this.
it very clear.
I'm actually going to
Let me
zip
make it
my
very
mouth and I'm going to ask you, I'm going to rephrase. Okay, are you a moral absolutist? Sorry, metaphysical absolutist. You believe that it's true, whatever's true in this world metaphysically is true in every single world?
In terms of like necessary axioms.
Yeah, you do. Okay, good. So you believe it is possible for me to take the bus despite an infinite regress of causes? Yes, you do.
Let's just say
No, let's just say,
yeah,
you say yes. Now, I'm going to keep quiet. You show me that that is possible.
okay. For the last time, for the very last time, in the modal logic, okay, in the modal logic, there's going to be modal logic is all about possibility and necessity. You agree to that, right? So we're going to have different types of senses about what we mean when we say possible and necessary. Now, I'm going to take that anything is possible if and only if it is. So yeah, if and only if. So something is possible if and only if it can obtain in some way, right? So for example, it's impossible for you to come here and not wear this coat. That's perfectly possible, right? Because it doesn't entail a contradiction. So anything is possible insofar as it doesn't entail a contradiction. Now, it's not necessary that you wear the coat.
Okay, can you say that again? Anything is possible
If and only
if and only if.
it does not entail a contradiction.
Okay.
Within itself.
Okay, one
without-
second.
without outside all.
If anything is possible, okay, you and me, we both agree, if right now I hit my fist on the floor and you get a gushing spring, that is logically possible.
Metaphysically possible.
Metaphysically possible. However, that metaphysical possibility, which we have from a framework perspective, which allows many types of things, does that mean that happened in the real world?
You're getting confused.
No, I'm not. I'm actually now. I'm actually now showing you where your gap is. Wait, 1 second. 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 The reason you're getting triggered is because you've realized where the gap is now.
Okay, very
my friend, my friend. No, don't worry. Trust me, he knows what he's talking about. He's got a whatever PhD in whatever. Right.
Yes. You are talking about quantum mechanics, and you said that.
We're talking about quantum mechanics.
We were earlier.
You said that there is no logically inconsistent thing. Obviously, there is. Obviously, if you look at the observation in quantum mechanics, your logical way of thinking, what you have perceived or taken as common sense, and then you metaphysically extrapolate that will obviously violate quantum mechanical sense. That will not work there.
Okay, so
let me give you. There's
a distinction.
Another thing.
Our traditional intuition and the logical possibility.
Yes,
it's true that in
I am
quantum
saying
mechanics,
that
intuition.
That's what I was saying to you. You just admitted to that. You just contradicted yourself.
I did not contradict myself. You don't know what you're talking
That's
about.
exactly what I said to you, and that's why he bumped in.
Sorry.
You just contradicted yourself.
You said there are logical things that are disproving logic. One video.
I didn't say disproving logic.
said disproving
I said they're going against what we believe to be logical.
Yeah, that's not okay.
Our perception of it, and you just agreed to that. Actually, carry on about this, because now you get. Bro, he studied quantum mechanics, he's got a PhD, he'll school you as well. Carry on.
Unicorn is equal to unicorn.
Stop. No,
It is
stop.
self-consistent.
Hold on.
Unicorn
Stop.
is equal to a unicorn. It is self-consistent within itself. Does that mean unicorn exists in possibility?
Look, when you said logical, I thought you meant
No.
like philosophical.
Tell me. No.
I didn't know
So you
meant
misunderstood what I said.
I thought you meant intuition. I agree that in quantum mechanics, there are going to be a lot of things that are going to be unintuitive. We don't disagree. I agree. That's not logic. That's
I'm not
intuition.
saying it disproves logic, I'm saying it goes against what we perceive to be logic.
Do you believe that? Intuition, not logic.
What do you mean?
Like for example, I have like intuitions all the time. One of my intuitions is that when I walk down the road, the floor's just not going
Okay.
to collapse. Logic.
Can you
what I'm
subscribe?
saying
Okay,
is that-
one second, my
I
friend.
know what you're talking
But no,
about.
my friend, you don't. My friend, you don't. My friend, here's how. No, we do disagree.
Okay, let's say the
Can
three
you
laws of
can you
logic.
can you explain Young's slit experiment and why it goes
I know
against?
about that. That's got nothing to do with logic.
No.
That's
It
to
does.
do with
It does.
intuition.
It
No,
does.
you don't know
It
what you're
does.
talking
It does.
about. You have no idea
It
what
does.
you're
It
talking
does.
about.
It
Double
does.
space
It does.
experiment has nothing to do with logic.
No, it does.
No, it does
It does.
not.
It does.
No,
It does.
no,
It does.
no.
It does.
Okay.
Please explain why it does. Listen, he has a PhD
I
in
don't care
physics. He
what
can
has,
explain.
it's wrong. Tell me. Remember, what intuition, logic, it goes against intuition. We
Explain
agree.
Young's slit experiment.
I know what the double slit experiment is. I know exactly. When you fire photons down two slits, for example, it has a particular way in which it occurs. But then, when we add a measurement to it, instead of it working like particles, it becomes a wave. That does not contradict logic. It contradicts intuition. They're not the same thing. You don't know what you're talking about.
No.
You don't know what you're talking about.
No.
Trust
Let
me,
him speak.
I studied this. You do not know.
Let him complete, and then I'm going to speak.
Tell me, and I'll tell you why you're
If
wrong.
you observe a single photon, then you will identify that in which slit,
Let him please speak.
in which slit it is passing. Now, so you know that which path is taken by that. You know that. But again, when you summing that up at the observation point at the screen, then you seeing the nature that it is everywhere. So your calculation says that it is not like that. It was everywhere. So your calculation to explain the result, it needs the assumption that the photon was actually everywhere. But if you observe,
No, you're confused.
do you know that?
Bro, he has a
path
PhD in
integral-
quantum
No, no,
mechanics.
no,
This is why you shouldn't be talking about quantum mechanics.
Do you know the path integral approach of quantum mechanics?
This
Do
is the
you
problem.
know the quantum
This is the
coherence?
problem with scientists don't study philosophy. I'll tell you this. This is the problem.
So you are talking about philosophy of science.
That's the whole point I'm
so
talking
that's
about.
based
When
on
we talk about
observation.
Okay.
when we talk about
One at a time.
determination,
One at a time. One at a
when we
time.
talk
One
about
at a time.
determination,
Okay, let him speak.
When we talk about determination, there's an equivocation happening. There's one thing in determining our knowledge of where the particle is, and then the knowledge of where the actual particle is. So where the actual particle actually resides. Okay. For example, superposition is only about our knowledge about us not knowing where it is. So possibly it is everywhere. That's what superposition says. And we agree.
He's not saying possibly, he's saying it is.
Yeah, that's
It
false.
is.
Okay.
Yeah, how do you know that?
Okay. Let him complete. Let him speak. Let him speak. My friend. But don't talk to him. Let him
Do you
speak.
know
Let him
the
speak.
Casimir effect? So Casimir effect proves that the quantum fluctuation is real. You know, that means quantum fluctuation real means uncertainty is real. And that means
What is uncertainty?
Well, let him speak.
That means
Let him speak.
uncertainty is
My
the
friend,
knowledge.
my friend,
no,
he didn't
it has
interrupt you.
nothing to do with the
it-
limitation
my
of
friend, let him
experiment.
speak.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
has
My friend.
nothing to do with the limitation
Let,
of
let,
experiment.
one at a time.
What do you
Please,
mean?
please. Complete your point. Complete
I
your
don't know
point.
why. Look, I want to get back to our little
No, do you know
no,
why?
no.
Because you made a false statement
I
about
didn't make a
quantum
false
mechanics,
statement.
and randomly, we had somebody because of quantum mechanics background
I'm not scared of this man.
contradicting you.
It's not contradicting.
Well, you saying you're not scared shows you're
Talk
scared.
about quantum mechanics.
Speak to him and let him speak too.
You go-
Let him speak too. Let him
I
speak too.
suggest you go to the book of Modern Quantum Mechanics by Jazak Allah Khair. Read the first chapter. Okay, then come back. I will discuss. But you are having a classical view of quantum mechanics that it is limitation of measurement. No, nothing to do with limitation of measurement. It is by nature that. It is the quantum reality is by nature like that. Now what?
we're talking about
No, because that's the point I was making.
Okay, let's take a quantum.
No, wait. Let him complete his point. Let him complete his point.
So what?
Let him complete his point.
All right. Yes. What's surrounding the atom? Sorry. What surrounds the atom? What surrounds the atom?
It is the quantum fluctuations.
Okay. So the quantum fluctuations are what? Just let the lady.
It's fields. So you know there is no particle. In fact, it is coming from fields.
timing.
We have all pervading fields.
Wait,
all pervading fields. Do you know all pervading fields? What does that
Let's
mean?
break it down very simple for the lay people. We have atoms. Okay. Now, what atoms made of?
You are talking about quantum mechanics or
Let's make it better. We have photons. We have photons.
Sorry, brother.
We have photons.
Do we have understanding of
Wait,
relativity?
stop. We have photons, right? Yes. What are photons made of?
Photon is not made of anything. Photon is photon. It is now no. Photon is the fluctuation or perturbation in the electromagnetic field. It is a drop. It is a drop.
Let's just say that the photon exists in superposition, right? There's an undetermined thing about the photon. We don't know precisely where it is. We only know
Do
where
you
it
know
is.
what does the superposition means?
Yeah.
Superposition means that it is it is existing in every possibility everywhere. And if you take the position, it is nothing to do with knowledge. It is the knowledge. It is the fact. It has nothing to do with your
In the double space
limitation
experiment.
of